Hello everyone and welcome to another reaction. Today, and as I mentioned in my previous reaction, we have a heavily requested album. And of course, I'm talking about Deathconsciousness by Have a Nice Life. What a name for a record, and what a name for a band. It sounds like a goodbye. But apart from the name and all of your comments, I haven't really heard anything about this band. But I see the hype around it, and I truly want to know what this is all about. So today, I'm not giving a longer introduction. I'm just gonna go for it. So remember to stay up to the end for the review, and I hope you enjoy it. It sounds like it's gonna take its time to build up, and like it's gonna take us to a whole other dimension. I don't know if that note right there was dissonance or part of a cadence, but it was very unsettling. I want to turn up the volume, but I don't know, I got the feeling like something is gonna happen all of a sudden and I will regret turning up the volume, so I'm just gonna listen closely. Yeah, this song sounds like the calm before a post-apocaliptic storm, and that title is just adding up to my theory. I don't know what it is, but there is something dreadful about it. If the whole record is like this, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I mean, look at the cover. It looks like a Baroque painting of somebody writing his last will before committing suicide. You know what's even more ominous about this song? How it is in 3/4 time, the waltz time. And when you pay attention to those guitar strings, to that acoustic guitar, it sounds like two skeletons are dancing in a desolate landscape. I wonder what they think about this song in Connecticut. Okay, that's definitely a voice, but the way it's so in the background, it adds a lot to the image of this song. I'm unsettled but also mesmerized. Maybe it's just me and my Twin Peaks fan side, but I think he's saying sometimes my arms bend back. I hope it is. That transition scared me a little. Oh, but we're changing completely here. Not gonna lie, I'm also loving that bass tone. Holy damn. Oh yes. Oh, let me add it right now. It does have lyrics. I'm gonna read them. What? Oh my god, I mean, it's so ominous and dark, and the lyrics are so damn sad. But there is something about this song, man, it just captures you. Those harmonies, it sounds even poppy, I can't believe it. There it is, that bass again. The guitar is so fuzzy and so ethereal, it kind of drowns the bass when it's playing, but when it's not, Jesus. This is absolutely doomer, but the sadness is so cozy. But if I had to choose, I'd definitely stick to those vocals. I love them. They are so unexpected but so fitting for this music. It took it a while. Oh, we're getting even poppier. a lot of natural elements on his songwriting, and taking in consideration the cover, these people definitely inspired themselves in symbolism and naturalism to create at least the lyrics. Yeah, part of me wishes the vocals were more present, but considering what he's talking about, I think it's a good decision to leave them as a whisper in the background, just for the people who actually wants to dive into it and listen closely. Oh, we were building up. It sounds like a tide of emotions, like a wave crashing into your body. Oh my god, as if the music itself wouldn't be a tide of emotions. What he's saying here, man. This is a calm before you completely drown. But you're okay with it. God damn, that guitar is so beautiful. It's like the end of times. There's still half a minute here, and there is a sound, I think, very in the background, but perhaps this is the end of the A side of the record, since these songs are very long. I don't know. I don't think we have anything else in these 20 seconds that are left. Very curious sample. Oh yes. Now we're pure post-apocalyptic. I don't know if it's me or if this record is kind of unbalanced on the mix, because I hear this song very quietly compared to the previous ones. I'm gonna turn up the volume a little. Having the lyrics for this one completely changes the experience. I know that's a guitar, but it sounds like a rusty gate. God damn. I don't know what it is, but there's something evil about this song. I don't know what's that percussion in the background, but it sounds like somebody's bones are clinging. They are probably bottles of some kind, but they still sound so visceral, you know? And we're back into the industrial. I love how heavy that snare is. Okay. Okay. We're ominous again. But do you see what I meant with the snare? Jesus, those overtones. They are so sharp. And I think that's all. I can't believe it. That was almost a 10-minute ride, and I barely felt it. We're building up again. The drumming here is so simple, but it's so present. It drives the songs perfectly. Oh, that bass work again. For a moment, I got a Smiths vibe. Now I got a Radiohead vibe. Those overtones on the snare again. You know how a lot of musicians try to get rid of overtones in their instruments, but they embrace them. So simple, those fails, but so effective. Oh, and and the ominous feeling continues. I'm loving that guitar tone more and more each time. Ooh. Oh my god. That right there was pure shivers. They are using a cadence that reminds me to motion picture soundtrack. Not anymore, but they definitely inspired themselves in Radiohead, at least a little on this one. It sounds like they are playing this in an abandoned cathedral, and I hope that's the case. I'm not even sure if that's a guitar or a piano. I just know they are hitting the strings with all they have. Although I cannot understand a single word they are pronouncing, I can feel that pain. Oh, that sounded like a ghost train passing. And the voices sound like the spirits it's carrying. Jesus, we're descending into a spiral here, but there's no stopping now for us. Alright, that's the most unexpected intro so far. Oh, that gave me a heavy Joe Satriani vibe. Even the guitar tone. I think this is going to be the most soothing song on the record. But I'm not liking that. Oh, god damn. It always sounds like something is coming, but this time it actually crashed on us. You know, all in all, even with that bass, it's still very soothing. It's like a little island amidst the desolation that this record has offered so far. I really wonder if there are always voices saying probably the most ominous things in the background. They, right here, sound like they are asking for help. And that heartbeat-like sound is not making it any better. Oh god, something happened right there, I don't know what. But I think that people got obliterated towards the end. And the title of this song is only adding to that tension. I don't know, part of me thinks this will be an instrumental, just pure ambience, but then I check and... Yeah, I knew it, because it has lyrics, and they didn't really fit with just that ambience. Whoa! Okay, I'm digging this already. I love how every single song here has a facet of its own. God damn, this is so alternative. I love this part, this chorus. It's another kind of breath of fresh air, but it still is. I swear, when I listened to the first song, this would be the last thing that crossed my mind it was on this record. You know what? I'm not gonna focus on the lyrics anymore, I'm just gonna listen to it. I will listen to this again and again for the review, so there will be enough time for me to check the lyrics. But right now, all I wanna do is listen to that. I love how even the gutturals are so in the background. Alright, that's definitely a sample. I've heard that sound before. Whoa. I swear it's not my speakers. The audio here is so drowned. Oh my god, it's like this song is playing two completely different instrumentals at the same time. And the voice on top of that. Damn, that saturation. Oh my god. I don't know how these songs can be so different from each other, but still feel cohesive within the context of the record. Up to this point, I don't even know if they are mixing it like this on purpose. My bet is they are, because some things like that piano are properly mixed. But that voice, man, he sounds like he's singing through a wall. Alright. We're going a little disco right here. Post-apocalyptically, but we are. Oh, but they are saturating that track to harmful levels. Oh my god, I don't even know where we are anymore. I mean, it always sounds post-apocalyptic and dark, but some parts like this remind me to the ghost train I mentioned before, and maybe we are, I don't know, riding through the city in that train, just watching the desolation and the destruction. Also, you see how that mixing was bad on purpose, because this guitar is properly balanced and it's beautiful to listen. Everything before was just chaos. Alright. A little more industrial driven. I like it. What kind of synth is this? Because it's so hollow. It worries me this song is called The Future. Because damn, what kind of future is this? How are they making that sound with a guitar? Jesus, the ambience here, I gotta give them that, is impeccable. It never lets you go. Oh my god, the low end on this record is out of control. You know what's the weirdest part of this song? It has lyrics, but I didn't hear a word on it. Something tells me there will be a transition, but I don't know, there's only 3 seconds left, so... Nah, that wasn't a transition. But it was still smooth. And I'm liking it already. Seriously, what are they doing with the mixing here? It seems like one thing comes in, another one goes out. Listen to that. What the hell is that? I don't know. I mean, it has enjoyable parts, but it is so unbalanced, and maybe that's part of the eeriness, but I don't think that's necessary to capture the listener's attention, especially when your record is already this atmospheric. I swear I haven't touched the volume. It just seems to be going lower and lower. Maybe it has to do with the fact that this song is called Deep Deep. They are going deeper, but it doesn't seem like it to me. It just seems like they are going quieter. That guitar work is beautiful when you truly pay attention to it. But this song isn't convincing me at all just because of how they are playing with the volume. I think that's a no-no for me. Yeah, not a huge fan of this one. The way the voices are layered here make him sound possessed. This is a very dark kind of pop. Okay, talking about volume. You know what's weird? I'm really digging this one. That chord progression is so distorted, but it's still so beautiful and soothing. It has a very gothic shoegaze quality to it. Yeah, definitely the poppiest so far. I can't believe I found this kind of beauty among all that chaos. God, it's even hypnotic after a while. I can't believe I'm understanding every single word right here. God, those voices are still drowned, but they are so present. Oh, that was a transition. Holy damn, this is 11 minutes long. Yeah, slowly building up. I think this song is going to be an odyssey. Yeah, it sounds like it has movements. I really want to look at the lyrics because this feels like closure. And I want to know what they are saying, but I don't want to lose the feeling right here. One thing I have loved throughout the whole record are those harmonies. They are beautifully spectral. I know it would have movements. For some reason this feels so right. It's like dying and accepting it. Holy damn. It seems like we still got one more stage to go before actually succumbing to it. This is so fatal. I don't know what kind of fate awaits us in the next couple minutes, but it sounds both horrible and beautiful at the same time. I don't even know if that sound is distortion or interference from the cables. But it still feels like closure, and I feel we're about to get unplugged. I think that's exactly what happened. Deathconsciousness by Have a Nice Life, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a Deathconsciousness fan, you probably won't like this review at first, but trust me, if you stay to the end, chances are you will see something about this record you've never seen before. That being said, I grew a lot of mixed feelings about this album. As much as you or anyone can like it, you can't deny it's a dark experience and not a record just for anyone. Don't get cocky, that doesn't make you special. I'd go as far as to say, if you're not prone to sadness, this is more of an acquired taste if you actually end up liking it, because there's a strong chance it will bore you to the point of not even finishing it. The songs here cook so slowly. Anything can make you lose interest if you're not 100% invested. On top of that, you have that sometimes poor, sometimes harsh mixing that makes the record fairly unlistenable, especially towards the last songs. Okay, now that the fans are pissed and some of them already left because they're listening what they want anyway, here's a twist. All I just said were my old annotations of this record before giving it one more try with a small change this time. The first time I listened to Deathconsciousness was on a sunny day, and I kinda like it. You saw it yourself in the reaction. On my second listen off camera, that's when I started to think all the things I previously said. However, the third time I listened to this record, more for reviewing purposes than actual enjoyment, something happened. You know how some records and songs are meant for certain moods, and I'm not talking exclusively about personal moods, but environmental as well. Rainy days and Mondays always get you down because there's a certain feeling to wake up in the cold only to do something you don't really want to do. That's exactly what happened to me when writing the review of this record at first, and ironically, that's also what gave me a 180 on it. It was a cold and rainy day when I took my third listen, expecting to get bored sooner than later, but that never happened. Instead, I felt sad, lonely, desolated, but most of it connected to the words I could barely hear, but that somehow were so palpable. That's the moment when I had to stop writing. Some records are also made for certain landscapes, and it took me a gray and cold city to realize I had been hearing, but not listening yet. Once I did, everything changed, and what before seemed like an amateurish emo record now was a devastating letter from a very different dimension, but one that resembled a lot the one going on through my window. Once you start diving into those landscapes, you realize this is more of an abstract painting than a record, and it's one that requires from you more than just one sense to appreciate, but your whole being to embrace. On that regard, Deathconsciousness shares as much with art movements like symbolism, surrealism, and naturalism as it does with post-punk and industrial music. The hell, even the structures of the songs seem to be resembling architecture, and those little details you can only hear with headphones came straight from Baroque times. What's happening on this record reminds me a lot to Revolution 9 by the Beatles. Well, more by John Lennon, who was the mastermind behind it. All he wanted was to paint with sound, and that's exactly what happens here. Deathconsciousness is like walking through a museum of the things you can only see with your eyes closed. You can use your hands, you can use your smell, your ears, your mind to try to understand, but only when all of those things come together is that you start to appreciate it. And when it happens, doesn't even matter what the lyrics are about anymore. This time I'm not diving deeper on them because if you're on this part of the video, you very much know what they are about. Depression, isolation, anxiety, even war. But it happens to me that, according to my state of mind, they can change completely. They help me define the pictures on the music, but they never trap me on those pictures. They are always different and always let me see nuances I didn't catch the first time. Because lyrics, at the end of the day, are what you make of them, especially when it comes to records with a high level of artistry. I think I still got a long way to go before fully letting myself be lost on Deathconsciousness. But by the time I'm recording this, I've listened to this record 5 times now, each one with a completely different meaning. No, this is not my favorite record and it's not even close to be. But for a moment, when the music plays and I close my eyes, this isn't my favorite record. This is the only record. If you have reached this part of the video, I thank you so much for staying around. Reviews and reactions like this are possible thanks to your donations on these hard times I've been going through lately. So if you like what you see, please consider sending a donation through my PayPal, which you'll find in the description, along of course with my social media in case you want to follow me. And of course, don't forget to comment what do you think about Deathconsciousness, because I'm pretty sure this will bring all kinds of opinions to the table. And just to sum it up, I added 10 songs out of 13 to my library. Eventually, I'll have it on vinyl, but in the meantime, I'm more than happy to keep streaming it. And I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Tony Whitburn, and I'll see you in the next one.